Never make these 4 mistakes after you file your lawsuit. When you represent yourself in court, you can save thousands of dollars in attorney fees. But one procedural mistake can damage or even end your case before you ever go to trial. In this video, I break down 4 critical mistakes self-represented litigants make after they file their lawsuit, and how they approach litigation with preparation, discipline, and strategy. Now, the number one mistake pro se litigants make is they react to what happened instead of initiating what happens. I believe that after you file your lawsuit, you need to take control of it. You see, going to court is like playing a basketball game, and that is a great defense makes a wonderful offense. The key to winning a case is your discovery motion and what you ask for. You see, it's the law. If they have it and you ask for it, it's their duty to provide it to you. Remember that a closed mouth don't get fed. Your objective is to win. Know the scheduling order, develop your litigation plan, and use discovery with intention. Now, the number 2 things that people do is they make mistakes because they are ignoring the local rules and they don't know their deadlines. I cannot stress this enough, but reading is fundamental and it will help you in the long run. Representing yourself does not give you a pass because you are a pro se and you made a mistake. As a matter of fact, they will hold that over your head or use to dismiss your case quick, fast, and in a hurry. So don't be afraid to pick up a book and learn. You'll be very surprised at how learning the rules of court can be your friend if you know how to use them correctly. Generally, when learning the local and procedural rules of court, that's half your battle. So don't miss your deadlines, because if you do, there's a chance for an adverse ruling, a sanction, or dismissal. Number 3 is a complete no-no. Remember, but social media is not your friend when you file a lawsuit. You don't need to be posting, commenting, photographing, making videos that may be offered as evidence against you. Do not publish anything that could contradict your allegations, undermine your claim damages, or reveal litigation strategies, or damage your credibility. Now, this is the last and most important one you're going to ever hear. Never argue with emotion. Instead, argue with the law and the procedures of the court. The court decides cases based on admissible evidence, applicable law, and procedural rules, not merely on how unfair the situation feels. Connect each fact to a legal element, support each disputed fact with evidence, and verify every authority before citing it. The strongest pro se litigant is not necessarily the loudest person in the courtroom. It is a person who knows the rules, understands the rules, and meets every deadline while remaining focused on what must legally be proved. The last caveat, and this is important, if you're going to use AI to help you with your legal work, and I recommend you do try to use AI because it will help you, you need to verify anything and everything that it gives you. Sometimes they have this thing that they hallucinate cases, and they tell you the case exists and it doesn't exist at all. So when they cite cases, Make sure they're real. A few minutes of research can save you hours of heartache trying to fix a mistake. Now, my disclaimer is this video is my playbook I created a few years ago. It provides general legal information based on things I experienced as I represented myself in court. I wish I had this years ago to help me when I first started. Now my understanding of the law is much better, especially after I started figuring it out. Don't get me wrong, none of this plethora of information I give will give you insight that's going to happen overnight. Although, with this playbook that was created with trial and error, at least you can have an idea of what happens next. So, this is not legal advice, but it is my experience that I faced in the courtroom. If you like what you hear, click the subscribe button, possibly like, and share it with a friend. If you had courtroom experiences, drop a line, tell me about it, or your story might help someone else. Thanks for stopping by. Unc out. Peace.